Somalis have officially taken over the city of Minneapolis. I used to call Minneapolis Little Somalia in jest, but it's not a joke. It is the official statement coming from the city's mayor, and I'll show you guys that clip in this video. But now that their takeover is complete and it's too late to stop it, they are no longer hiding their true intentions. At a rally for Ilhan Omar, they publicly admit that they have no interest in the people of Minnesota. Hell, they have no interest in the people of America. Their only allegiance and the only people they care about are the people of Somalia. As always, like the video and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys watch to the end because I have an insane bonus clip for you. But don't take my word for how they feel. Let's watch this clip from Ilhan Omar's rally.
xildhibaan Ilhan Omar oo magaca Soomaaliya qalin dahab ah ku qortay qadiyadda Ilhan ma aha qadiyad Ilhan ma aha qadiyad Minnesota ma aha qadiyad reer Mareykan qadiyadda Ilhan waa qadiyad Soomaaliyeed guusha Ilhan waa guusha Soomaaliyeed waxayna noo ximbaarsan tahay macno weyn.
The American left's obsession with multiculturalism and virtue signaling has created a situation where a sitting member of the United States Congress is pledging allegiance to a foreign nation. I wanted to show that clip first because everything else in this video will make so much more sense. They have no appreciation for our country and no intention on assimilating into American life and giving back and contributing to their fellow countrymen because they don't see Americans as their countrymen. They are in Minneapolis city government, Minnesota state government, and United States federal government with the sole intent of passing legislation that takes American taxpayer money and direct it exclusively to the pockets of Somalis. But let's check out this disturbing next clip of the mayor of Minneapolis, who is whiter than mayonnaise, bending the knee to the Somali population and declaring that Minneapolis, a once great American city, is now Somalian territory.
Maaga egawa Jacob Fry, Doke Magalada, Minneapolis. Damaan, Sha'abka Somaliyed, Ka Yamid, Mogadishu, Garowe, Hargeisa, Bosaso, Bedabo, Kismayo, Wahan Rabah, in An Idin Shego, Minneapolis, Wa Magaladina, Wahad Kamid Tihin, Laf Dabarka. Magaladan Ka Digesa.
The left hates American values, American tradition, American history so much and believe our destruction is so justified that they are happily aligning with people who publicly boast about their allegiance being to a foreign nation that plan to steal as much American tax money as possible to enrich themselves because their goal is, has, and always will be the prosperity of Somalia. But it's not enough that they've successfully leveraged liberal white guilt to get the mayor to submit to them. They must install one of their own to further cement Somali control within the state of Minnesota. We recently covered their socialist mayoral candidate, Omar, I'm the captain of this boat now, Fateh. I'll throw his picture up on screen as a quick reminder. But now, unsurprisingly, Omar is under investigation for money laundering and corruption, for introducing legislation in the Minnesota state government that would direct taxpayer funds to his wife's organization. Take a look.
A KARE 11 investigation into Minnesota's troubled housing stabilization program, already exposed for widespread fraud, now reveals an unexpected connection to candidate and state senator Omar Fateh.
We did discover something raising what a legal expert labels serious ethical concerns. Senator Omar Fateh's wife was a listed owner of a housing stabilization company, even as the senator and current Minneapolis mayoral candidate himself was pushing legislation to fast-track client approvals for the taxpayer-funded program.
Senator Fateh, Senate File 2741.
A bill that will address a critical delay in access to housing stabilization services, also known as HSS.
It's March 24th, 2025, and Senator Omar Fateh is the sole author of a bill he says will speed up access for people to be approved for HSS. What was not known at the time was that Senator Fateh had an undisclosed tie to the HSS industry.
Does this raise any red flags?
It raises lots of red flags.
Political science professor David Schultz has taught ethics for 25 years. He says what raises red flags is that Senator Fateh's wife, Keltoum Mohammed, was a founder and owner of Community Development Services, LLC, an HSS company.
This is a situation where I think almost anybody schooled in, government ethics 101 would know that you can't introduce legislation that benefits yourself.
This is the end goal of the liberal philosophy that America is an illegitimate country. The land was stolen, our wealth was gained through exploitation. Their self-worth comes from a competition amongst each other of who hates themselves the most. And the end result of this disturbing competition is the celebrating and pedestalizing of people who openly want to rob the American people for as much as they can and enrich a country they allegedly had to flee from. Minnesota is plagued by Somalis defrauding welfare and social programs, as you just saw from the mayoral candidate of the state's biggest city. But Democrats keep allowing it. In fact, they're encouraging it in the name of white guilt and compassion and equity. They actually stole over $200 million from the state of Minnesota that were meant for food programs,